here at St Lawrence's College, and I'm here to talk to you about choosing a science for your senior school studies next year. If you need any information on top of what you're about to see here on the screen, please feel free to contact either myself or Miss Rosenberg by email, or you can come up and visit us on the second floor of the science building. First thing we need to think about is why to choose a science, and there's a whole lot of different reasons for choosing a different science. You may need it for a specific course later on in life. If you know what you want to do already, you need to get in contact with the universities or go to their websites to look at what sort of prerequisites are needed for those courses and make sure you're doing them in the senior school. If you're not sure about what you want to do, then you need to make sure that you leave your course open and well-rounded so that you've got options open at the end of grade 12. It's another good reason of choosing at least one science, because it gives you a chance to have that opportunity there later on in case it comes up. In terms of the QCS, you'll all be sitting the QCS at the end of grade 12 at the moment. And in the QCS test, you get asked to test on a whole lot of different skills. In science, we have a huge range of QCS skills being developed over the 2-year course. It provides for opportunities for a whole lot of practical lessons as well. As you know from your middle school course in science, there is a lot of practical work that can be done. And each of the 3 sciences give you the opportunity to do different practical activities along the way, and they have different numbers of practical activities. So once you know that you want to actually do a science, you need to think about which science. Here at St Lawrence's College, we offer 3 different sciences in the senior school: chemistry, physics and biology. They each cover different types of content, and they offer different types of experiences along the way. So to make a decision, you need to think about what you've actually enjoyed and what you're actually good at. Right now, you're either doing natural science, physical science or general science. You need to think about the types of things that you've enjoyed through this year and what you enjoyed in previous years. Then you also need to take into account what you're good at. Choosing a subject to get good grades in the end is not going to do you any good if you are not actually good at that subject in the first place. So you need to think carefully about what you like doing and what you typically get good marks at. So, what do you actually need? To do the senior course this year, you've been given the opportunity to trial some senior subjects. You're trialling either natural science, physical science, or you've opted to do the general science course. You can do senior science based on any of those. We have certain recommendations though because of the difficulty of each of the different courses. So if you're interested in biology, you need to have passed natural science with at least a C, or got a C+ in your general science course. If you're thinking about doing physics and chemistry in the senior school, you need to have at least passed physical science with a C and be getting a C in the Year 10 Extension Mathematics course. This is because of the complexity of the content and skills that get covered in the senior school. Something to note is if you want to do physics in Year 11 and Year 12, you need to be doing Maths B in Year 11 at the very least. So if you're choosing physics, you must also be eligible to choose Maths B next year. So now that you've worked out you can do a course, you need to think about the types of things that you'll be doing next year in the courses. So you need to think about the types of assessment that are on. In each of the 3 subjects, there are 3 types of assessment. There are extended investigations, there are supervised assessments, and there are standard research tasks. Each of the 3 science courses do different things under each of them, and they have different focuses in each of them. The extended experimental investigations lead you on getting a whole lot of different activities done to try and come up that are experimental and come up with a singular report. Supervised assessments are just like our exams that you're doing now, but we also have practical exams in physics and chemistry. There are also extended research tasks, which are like assignments, but their presentation could be in different sorts of formats. Each of the subjects does these in different proportions. If we think about biology, biology is predominantly assignment-based. There are only a couple of exams throughout the whole of 11 and 12, and these are shorter exams rather than significantly long exams. With physics, it's predominantly exam-based. There is one practical investigation in each of 11 and 12, otherwise it's typically exams at the end of every term and exams mid-term as well. In chemistry, there's a split between the 2. There's exams, practical exams, theory exams, and there's investigations, and there's assignments. So you've got the full mix in equal proportions throughout the chemistry course. That assessment can be seen as either summative or formative. For science, we have formative assessment in Year 11 and summative assessment in Year 12. All assessment, regardless of the type, is worth the same through the course. It has different focuses, but its value is the same regardless of the course that you're doing. So, they're all equal. You can also think about the types of sample courses that you can do. So there's a list of the topics that we've done typically, but that doesn't mean it's what we'll be doing in the time that you're doing your course. It's just an idea. Like I said, if you've got any further questions, please feel free to come up and see me anytime.